That same night, Jacob returns to his house in Chelsea, a broken man. He's worn, tired, and dispirited. He drags himself to a seat and sings of his great disappointment.
There was music in my heart, till love and passion entered. Now my life is centered in my memories. There was music in my heart, a tender serenading, sweet, sweet melody, not meant to last, not meant for me.
Well, what in the name of all that's good are you doing out here at this hour? What about your opera? Your opera?
Oh, my opera was never performed. Lord Renner was thrown from his horse, and Madame Dips was compelled to go to him at the last moment.
Do you mean to say
Oh, don't talk to me. My heart is broken.
Oh, my poor darling. There now. Don't be upsetting yourself. It's wrong you are to be reading your heart by the light of the moon. Oh, I've seen and watched you, eating your poor heart out for that gilded butterfly. May the devil skin her. Don't you know, me own child, that there be some fascinating women in the world it's impossible to put up with for more than a day or two. As the Shakespeare says, they're here today and gone tomorrow.
But love is one of the immortals, Mrs. Murphy.
Harry, you talk about love and you only seen the shadow when the real love, in all its glory, was calling and waiting for you outside your very door.
What do you mean, Mrs. Murphy?
None other than pretty Miss Mary, tearing her poor heart out she is for you.
Mary? Mary? Oh, impossible. She favors Peter always.
Peter, that little jack in the box. Listen, Peter loves her only as he dotes on every other girl in London town. He knows, as we all know, that Miss Mary has no eyes or heartbeat for anybody in the world but yourself. Now, what do you think she's been doing here night and day? Helping you with your screeching and your bawling. You'd have had no opera at all if it hadn't been for Miss Mary, and the devil a word of thanks you give her. Oh, shame on you, shame.
Mary could not possibly think of me as...
listen to me, light of me life, listen. There's many a lovely girl has lost her heart to a man not half as fine as yourself, and if you were to ask me the reason why, by all the saints, I couldn't tell you.
Mary in love with me?
And why not? And your darling lad, God bless you. Do you know, 20 years ago, I might have set me capital myself.
Oh, Mrs. Murphy.
No, I only said I might. Come on, you know, and get some sleep, and I'll make you a nice cup of potted and some bread.
Listen. What's this?
Don't mind them. That's only that rattish mob coming home late by water from the gardens.
Is Mary with them?
She is not indeed.
Oh, then I don't want to see them.
Come
Let's
on
go,
to bed,
please,
darling,
don't.
you won't.
Let's be aware. Let's go away.
Yes, and so Chelsea goes to bed. One by one, the lights that twinkle across the river begin to flicker out. The night watchman goes his rounds, calling the hours, telling the unheeding sleepers that all's well. The church clocks keep him company like an ethereal carillon. The deep silence of the hour before dawn covers all like a soft down quilt, till the stars begin to shine less brightly and eventually pale one by one as the first flimsy flush of dawn peeps over the trees on the river bank. Gradually an all-pervading light bathes the scene, and so we pass to dawn. Early the next morning, Christine and Peter arrive in the courtyard while Jacob is still asleep.
Is that you, Peter?
Incredible as it may seem, it is me, Peter Crawley, in all his well-earned glory. Tell me, have you heard the glad news?
No.
Oh, well, there'll be no other news in London town for many a day.
Oh?
Professor Bray's opera was a great success last night. It's on every tongue this morning.
Did Madam Nancy Gibbs sing, after all?
Nancy Gibbs? Nay. Mary Fenton, the milliner, filled her place at the last minute and has brought triumph for Jacob Bray's opera and herself into the bargain.
Mary Fenton? Did she sing well?
Well, more than well. All London town will be at her feet within 2 days.
And at Jacob's?
And at mine.
Yours forsooth? How so?
How so? I led the opera from start to finish.
Peter! Of a truth you did?
Oh, of a truth indeed. Oh, don't make jest of me. I always have had genius. When I start to compose, I won't sing this type of old-fashioned music. I don't choose it, you don't choose it. But I'll sing a new type of music. Da-da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da-da. And when I've lots of money, oh honey, we'll go to lands which are sunny. That's something we won't miss.
But I can't go with you like this. My mother would never agree.
Don't be afraid, leave this to me. Each time you hope for love and its temptation, your family thinks it's a crime.
So hide your tender feelings from relations, or they'll spoil them every time.
That's why I thought my courting and my wooing were something I'd better conceal. But now I'm not afraid of their undoing. I'll disclose just what I feel. When I write home about you, I will have lots to tell. How I have met you, tried to forget you, till in the end I fell.
When I write home about you, they will have lots to read. That you're poetic and sympathetic, and just the one I need.
My heart is all alike, and as my love is deep and strong, my pen won't simply write, it will compose the sweetest song.
When I write home about you,
I will have lots to tell. When I'm confessing, they'll give their blessing, they'll understand so well.
Jacob Bray, awake and dressed by now, comes down into the courtyard. He's quite unaware that his opera has been performed and therefore knows nothing of his success and the triumph that Mary has made in helping him to achieve it. But he knows now that it's Mary he loves and that Nancy Gibbs loves Lord Ranelagh.